So I did a lot of research trying to find the cheapest, best looking iPad mount that I could find. What's going on, guys? Thanks for checking out another video. My name is Shane, and on this channel I am building a smart home using HomeKit on a budget. So if that's something you're into, if you hadn't done already, consider subscribing. Check the bell so you get notifications when I post a new video. And today what I'm doing is I decided to mount an iPad on my wall. So why would anybody want to mount an iPad on their wall, you may ask? I just always kind of thought it would be cool to have a visual display, that I can go up to. You can control the lights, and also visitors, family members who may not be as savvy with using Siri and all these other things, they can go up to it, control the lights. Also thought it would be a really cool display to keep my camera feed up all the time. So I've got cameras all around the house, but I don't have a central place where I can just look at it all the time. We can pull it up on our phones and things like that. Because this is going at a very central spot in the house, it's going to be on display, I had to have something that would look good. I got to keep the wife happy, so I couldn't have wires hanging out and all that kind of stuff. So I did a lot of research trying to find the cheapest, best looking iPad mount that I could find. So the mount that I ended up getting is made by VidaBox, I guess that's how you say it. It's called the VidaMount on-wall tablet mount. And I will mention, by the way, this video is not in any way sponsored by them. I purchased this with my own money. This particular one is compatible with the iPad 5th and 6th generation, the 9.7-inch iPad Pro, and the iPad Air 1 and 2. And so I actually have an older iPad Air that's not really getting much use. So I figured this would be a great thing, a great use for, those older devices. This ended up costing, with tax and shipping, came out to be about $135. So like I said, a little bit more than I wanted to spend, but really not too bad for a real good looking solution. I want to point out, if you're looking for the cheapest solution possible, I'll leave a link in the description. Eric Wielander over on his channel, Windy Tech, did a review recently on a very cheap, I think it was like $20 iPad mount, where he mounted one on the wall. Great solution if you're looking for just the most inexpensive method. So check that out if that's something you're interested in. For this, because it's kind of a central point in the house, I had to get something that looked really good and there was no wires or anything. I was looking for something that's easy to install, that looked good, do as little damage as possible to my wall. They sell some really cool in-wall mounts, but you would have to cut out a big hole in your wall for the iPad to fit into, and I can tell you right now, that would not equal a happy wife. This mount is only about a ½ inch thick or so. There's zero wall clearance. I really like the removable snap-on cover that you can just pop on and off if you do need to remove it for some reason. And if you go to this website, you can see they have a lot of solutions. They basically have mounts for all kinds of different devices, and you can actually customize them and put logos and all kinds of things like that on there. So let's go ahead and get this thing mounted up on the wall. First, let's take a look at everything that's in the box. Here is how it was shipped to me. Nothing fancy or pretty about this, but you can see here's the mount and the hardware. Installation was very easy, just a couple of holes here. Drilled an extra hole in the middle. This is where I'm going to run my cable. I used a clothes hanger and taped the end of the charging cord to the clothes hanger to push that charging cable all the way through to the other side, so I can easily grab that. Then we can just plug it in and pop our iPad in there, pop on the top faceplate, and it's good to go. I'm real lucky that in this particular situation, on the other side of that wall, where I'm mounting this is actually my little server closet. I don't really care what's going on the other side, but I've got outlets and things inside there. So I just fed the wire straight through to the other side, and I'm able to plug it in. That way it's always charged. Don't have to worry about charging or anything like that. I'm going to probably keep my camera feed up there all the time, but I love how I can just swipe over and I can have access to all my home controls. I can do a split screen and have my music there. We can send music to the TV or the audio system, and it's just a really cool controller for my smart home. It's right there and it's always available, always accessible, it's always charged. So that's it for today. Another small addition to my smart home. You may have noticed I still have an old dumb thermostat right next to it, so we're gonna have to do something about that. I'm gonna need to get a smart thermostat next. Maybe that'll be a future video. Let me know what you guys like, if there's a thermostat I should check out. We need to do something about that. But anyways, if you haven't already, consider subscribing. I'm gonna keep on adding to my smart home little by little, doing it with HomeKit, doing it on a budget, and I'm gonna keep making videos while I'm doing it. And until the next time, I will see y'all later. Theory, set a timer for 5 minutes.
Okay, 5 minutes and counting.
Theory, what's the weather today?